Today we're talking about the energy of joyous, the joyousness. And
I love that.
I was really hoping you'd get to show up because I am going to ask if we can actually do it together on screen today. Because part of what it is the interaction of us doing it together as well as what it does for us individually. So I figured if there was anybody who'd be willing to do that, it would be you, Julie.
You know what? Recently, well, like 6 weeks ago, our Rotary Club did a laughing yoga session and it was all online. I was shocked. The laughing yoga instructor got on and she said, you can turn your camera off or you can leave it on. Everybody left their cameras on.
Wow.
You're right. It works way better if you have your camera on.
And we are going to do some laughing yoga this morning.
Yay.
How did you know? How did you know?
I need that every day.
Well, so actually, we're going to start out a little different. What I would like to do is as I was kind of thinking about how to really get in touch with the joyousness, because there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of grief, there's a lot of angst in the world right now. And one of the things that that is really helpful to us is to figure out kind of a goal. And what I mean by that is more of like a mantra. And so what I want us to start with is to create a joy mantra. And I wrote down some examples. It's something to help you, or something that you would say to help you remember your joy. Good morning, Phyllis. I'm so glad you could make it. So if you don't have a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, I encourage you to grab one really quick. And what I want us to do is just take a minute and write down a joy mantra. And it could be something like, I honor myself, or I find
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Don't know what happened.
I thought it was just me.
Joy in every day, easily. I sustain my happiness through grace, and I go to bed with a peaceful mind. Am I frozen?
I think you froze.
Was I frozen?
You just unfroze.
Okay. I looked and everybody else was frozen, which meant that I was frozen.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're good.
I'm sorry if my internet's going weird. That was bizarre.
No, you're good.
So the last example I gave was, I start every day with a smile on my face and I go to bed with a peaceful mind.
Ooh.
So those are just some examples of things that you could write down as your mantra. And we're going to use it in just a moment, but I want it to be something that really means something to you, so that when you get angry or disappointed, or you feel yourself just overwhelmed with something, you can do the exercise that we're just about to do with that mantra that really means something to you. So just take a minute right now and write down something, because you can always change it, but something, again, that's meaningful to you right now about joy. Okay. I'm going to trust that Phyllis is able to do what she can. And for this first part, what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and mute yourself, because we're going to say it out loud. But we're going to stay on as far as our pictures go. So now that you have your joy mantra, I want you to interlock your fingers. And I just want you to do it at the level of the second knuckle. Okay? So we're not all the way down. We're just at that level of the second knuckle. And you can just relax them down so that it's down in your lap or on the desk in front of you, wherever that is. And you're we're going to, don't do it quite yet, but we're going to gently squeeze and hold. So just kind of, it's like you're tightening your fingers, right? And you're just going to gaze down at or just beyond your fingers as you're squeezing and holding. And we're going to hold that for about 60 seconds. And you're just going to gently repeat out loud what your mantra is. Okay? So when you're ready, go ahead, and I'm just going to time us for a minute here so that it is just that. So go ahead. Go ahead and say that one last time for yourself and allow yourself to let go of your fingers. If you need to, you can stretch them out a little bit. That's beautiful. I'm seeing an uplift of faces already, which is fantastic. So if you're muted, I encourage you to go ahead and unmute, and we're going to do a little laughing yoga together.
Yay.
And if you've never done laughing yoga before, the thing is we can trick our bodies into feeling joy, because what they have scientifically proven about happiness and joy is that it is a choice. And so if we are not feeling it, we can find it. And clapping our hands while we do the sound ho or ha, or if you want to, you don't have to do it right now, but I just want you to have this in the back of your mind. You can actually take a pen and you can put it in your mouth, kind of towards the back of I know, Julie, it's okay, don't worry. But this is the thing, is it's impossible not to do he, 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 he. And it forces you to start to laugh. And it is fascinating, but I just want to stick that in the back of your head so that you can try it later if you'd like to. But it's up to you. He, ha, or ho.
Man.
So say he when you do it, Maddie.
I totally thought you meant stick the whole pen in your mouth. I'm like, no, my pen's
goodness, no.
No. Okay, I could do that.
Okay. But the more you can stick it back further,
oh, right,
the better off you are, because it actually does something where you're like,
was laughing at myself.
Exactly. So this is another part of that. So what I would love to do is just for a minute, just for another minute or so, starting out with just doing a single, you get to choose whether you're going to do ha, he, or ho. You choose, but we're going to start with one. Then we're going to do two. Then we're going to do three, 4, 5. And pretty soon you're not going to be able to just not laugh. Okay, so you choose your sound. And when you're ready, so let's do it. Ha. Come on. Did you do it? I didn't see your lips move, Maddie. No, if you want to do it with the pen, you can. But we're going to do it. We're going to do one. Okay? So, ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Now clap your hands as you're doing it.
You're just laughing at Julie, and then I'm laughing at myself. Julie, make me laugh. I don't know what it is.
Now, whatever the feeling it is that you have right now, close your eyes and just hold your heart and feel that. Feel what is that inside that you feel right now? Put labels to it. Is it bubbly? Is it effervescent? Is it waving? Is it sunshiny? Does it have a color? Soak that in. Soak it in. And just notice if the smile stays on your face. Feel free to take a nice deep breath in and allow yourself exhaling out. We all know that breathing is good for us, but it actually connects in with our nervous system. When we inhale, we're actually connecting into the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And by taking a longer exhale, it then tells that sympathetic nervous system, we're okay to calm down, and allows us to shift into the parasympathetic. So just notice how that feels in your body. And when you're ready, I'd love for you to come on back and join.